So this is my Toyota Tacoma. I put a 2-inch lift kit on it. The lift kit is pretty simple to do, and you can see right here, that's the front lift kit pack. It's right here. I would suggest getting this set of lift kits because it's steel. This entire lift kit bracket is steel. Personally, I like steel better because, not because of the strength, but because when you start putting aluminum and steel together, you start getting corrosion zones. And because this one is a steel lift kit, you don't get that corrosion zone issue. You won't. This stuff won't start rusting away on you. So as you can see, this is only like an inch tall right here, but that inch tall here gives you 2 inches on the tire. It's dimension itself. Tire size on this truck is 265 75 R16. That gives you a 32-inch tire, plenty high enough to go off-roading on, the blue trails. Some pretty serious ones, but not too serious. Of course, I take the mud flaps off when I go off-roading. I like the Tacoma because it has a nice ground clearance, really high. It keeps those rockers way off the ground, which I really appreciate because I would be tearing up those rockers. Rear lift kit is, I put the block kit in here. It's a 2-inch block kit that they are tapered, so you have to make sure the taper is taking this rear pumpkin and pointing it up in the front a little bit. That's what the tapering on those block kits do. So you got to make sure you put the taper correctly when you install those. Block kits are good because you still get your stock suspension. The only thing I would suggest is when you put a block kit in, get the extra long shocks. These are a shock kit that'll work on a 2 to 4 inch lift. They are really, really good because not only do you get, the extra 2 inches for your lift kit, but when you're off-roading, you get more flex. So you get an extra 2 inches of flex back here. So that my friends behind me really noticed that the flex is really, really good on this. And because Tacomas have a rear locking differential, you want a lot of flex in that. You want to get these rear tires staying on the ground, and with that 2 to 4 inch shock kit, you get that full flex. So here are all the parts for a 2-inch lift kit on a Toyota Tacoma 3rd generation. So this is the parts for your front 2-inch lift kit. This is all steel, so you're not going to get that galvanic rusting of metal if you put aluminum one in there. You can put aluminum in there, but you have to put these plastic spacers and everything to keep it from touching, having contact. So this is just a good way to not even have to worry about that. And it's steel. It's tough. This is the rear blocking kit for your rear end. You can see that there is tapering on your rear blocks, so make sure you get your tapering in the right direction. And then there is blocks for your front anti-sway bar. This just brings your sway bar down a little bit, so you can still get good angles and everything for your sway bar. Your shocks for your rear. These give you the 2 to 4 inches of extension. So when you put that 2-inch block kit on, you're not binding up your shocks. And the front differential. So when you're bringing down your suspension 2 inches, you also need to bring your front differential down. I want to say it's 3/4 of an inch or an inch. This block kit is. All these parts are fairly cheap. I want to say this is like $30 or something, and a bunch of these things are very, very reasonably priced. It's the most reasonable price thing I could find that was still tough and give me the functionality I needed. This is the carrier bearing drop. It is, I want to say, 3/8 of an inch. It's not much, but you need to bring your carrier bearing down so that you're not getting any binding on your drive shaft. It's going to prevent your drive shaft U-joints from prematurely wearing out. So that's what this is for.